Hey everybody, welcome to Hockey Skatedown. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. I want to do a video on the New Jersey Devils. They've been playing really well as of late, going on a 4-game winning streak. Their last game against the Vancouver Canucks was a fun one to watch. They won 5-2. But the main reason I want to talk about in this video, I want to talk about Ondrej Palat and his timetable for a possible return. The Devils have been very vague as far as a timetable, so I looked up some places online, and they gave certain estimates of times of what it may take for the player to return. So I want to talk about that all in this video, so please stay with me throughout. So the Devils last played the Vancouver Canucks. They won the game 5-2, and some storylines out of this game. Bratt had another assist, and he extended his point streak to 10 games. He ties a franchise record with Tim Higgins on his assist to Nico Hischier's goal. So Nico Hischier scored another goal. Jack Hughes had a goal and assist. Yegor Sharangovich had a goal and assist. Dawson Mercer scored, and Michael McLeod got his first of the year. So it was a fun game to watch. You know, even after the first period where the Devils weren't playing that good, they still had a 2-0 lead. So, you know, they played well in this game. You know, the Devils' new coaching staff has implemented a different style to this team. All lines are starting to click, and it's fun to watch this team, the way they're able to generate offense, the way they're playing sound defense, and also the way their goaltending has been playing between Mackenzie Blackwood and Vitek Vanacek. So I like the way the team is playing. Keep it up, Devils, because a lot of people predicted you to be at the bottom of the Metro, but after this game, you're tied for first in the Metro with a 7-3 record with 14 points. So keep it up. You're looking good. I know this next couple of games are going to be a lot of travel between going back and forth. You know, you have the rest of this Western Conference swing, then you go home for a couple of days, then you go back to Canada to play Montreal, Toronto, and Ottawa. So it's going to be a rough schedule ahead, but keep it up. But, you know, the main thing is the lines are playing well, they're clicking, and they're looking good offensively, defensively, and their goaltending hasn't been an issue like it was to start the year. So keep it up, Devils. But the main reason I want to do this video is to talk about Ondrej Palat. The Devils released a statement that he underwent successful groin surgery following recommendations after meeting with his doctors on Monday. He is expected to make a full recovery, and details regarding his return to play timetable will be provided as they become available. So the Devils haven't released any timetable for his return, and of course with this, it takes a lot of time. And it varies from player to player, so they have to wait and see what happens and how Palat reacts to, you know, the surgery and his recovery time. So, you know, I looked across the internet to see what kind of timetables we're looking at. I got a couple of different things that talked about different timetables, and I also got something that when I was looking up recent players that had this, I wanted to, you know, just compare time of how long it may take, and I came across an article talking about Erik Carlson. So, as a lot of NHL fans are familiar with, it took Erik Carlson a couple of years to rebound from multiple injuries, but the groin was definitely one of them after he had surgery as well. So, you know, the one place said that it could take 1 to 2 weeks to return just to work. So it's not stressful. This is just a regular, probably 9 to 5 job. But it says to avoid heavy lifting or strenuous activities for about 4 to 6 weeks. Another thing said that an average recovery time period of 25 days to 8 weeks of recovery prior to returning to major league sports, such as baseball, tennis, and hockey. If it's an open hernia repair, it may require a longer waiting period to resume sports, up to 6 months. So when I was looking up that article on certain players, Erik Carlson's name came up, and this article was talking to a Dr. Geyer, who was an orthopedic surgeon and a sports medicine specialist, and they were just asking him questions of, you know, why isn't Erik Carlson looking better after he had the surgery? And the doctor basically talked about the surgery, what players went through, and how long it could possibly take. So, you know, one of the people talking to him in the article said that he had the surgery about 5 months ago and he's still looking like he isn't 100%. So the doctor said that's 5 months. I would expect for most hockey players that's about right. They may feel it a bit. They may feel hesitant on it, reluctant to re-aggravate it, so they don't push as hard. Gets better with rest and giving it more time to heal. But the doctor said about 5 months. So you're looking at anywhere from a month to 5 to 6 months is when he'll be possibly fully recovered. So, of course it varies from player to player. Age is a factor too, as Palat is in his 30s, so it does take time longer to heal. But it also depends on the severity of it. If it's a low grade compared to a high grade, and that could be a huge factor as well. But being that they went straight to surgery, I think it's on the higher end. With this, sometimes with players, they wait to see if it needs surgery, where this required surgery right away. So I'm glad the Devils were proactive with it, and they did the surgery right away. So all it is a time to wait and heal, and hopefully Palat gets better as soon as possible. I like the way he was playing. He was clicking with the lines that he was playing with. The players liked him, and he was really generating offense. And it sucks to see him go down so early in the season with this, but Palat's a playoff performer, and hopefully the Devils can make the playoffs this year. So there's it sucks to say, but there's pros to this. We'll get to see what players like Boquist and Zetterlund, and player like maybe Holtz, maybe Thompson. We're gonna see other players get some time with that rotation, and see where they're at. See where they're at in Devils' future plans. Maybe we might not have seen that if Palat was in the lineup, but we'll see more of them and see what they have to offer the team. Maybe the Devils can make a move later, and I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying if if stuff starts to happen and they need to do something, the Devils can do that this year. They do have the assets to pull off a move, but if they can, and Palat gets healthy and he comes back ready for the playoffs, can you imagine the depth offensively for this team? It'd be pretty scary. But hopefully Palat gets better. I really want to see him in this lineup, and it sucks this happened, but I don't know. It could be a month. It could be going up to 5 to 6 months. Maybe it's a possible return in the middle of that. Maybe it takes the 5 to 6 months to see him at 100%. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm sure the Devils will, after a couple of days and weeks, we'll start to hear some news break out about Palat and what we're possibly looking at for his return. So comment below what you think about this. What do you think about the Devils' winning streak? What do you think about Palat's injury? How long it may take? Comment below and let me know. And also, hats off to Devils fans. The game against Columbus, you booed Johnny Gaudreau every time he touched the puck, and I absolutely loved it. So, hats off to you guys and girls who went to the game and did that. I enjoyed hearing it. I was booing at home along with you guys. So comment below and let me know. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, and join our hockey team. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great night. Take it easy. Stay safe.